The Gophers remain tied for the WCHA lead, a spot they try to hold on to in the series opener against Colorado College. Minnesota meets the Tigers next.
Minnesota continuing to set the tone early, and both teams with all this speed and skill, you got to make sure you get gritty too, get in front of that net in what we call the high traffic areas.
Here's a turnover, and Eric Howell is in for Minnesota. Saved by Thorimbert. Rebound and another stop as Jake Hansen had a chance. Josh Thorimbert makes two huge saves for Colorado College early tonight.
Well, I like where Howell goes with it right away. Then Jake Hansen off his feet, and Thorimbert makes a phenomenal save. Here you're going to see it up top. Jake Hansen up. Wow, was that close.
Gophers and Tigers scoreless after one in Minneapolis. Here's a turnover, loose puck, Dineen scores, and Colorado College has the game's first goal.
Well, interesting. Minnesota has had all the momentum. Colorado College has come back here in the first 5 minutes of the second period. And there's their leader, their captain, Nick Dineen. Innocent enough play, a poke check. Dineen all alone in front, puts it right through Patterson's legs. What happens is Dineen wins the race off the wall, just gets in front of Helgeson, gets Patterson to move over and throw it right through his legs. Really nice play by Dineen.
Skalbeck tries to jump to the slot, and he's run over by Kyle Rao.
I mean, how do you not love that Kyle Rao?
Bukestad bearing down on the net, has it deflect wide. And the Tigers come back. Crowd still buzzing about the Rao hit on Skalbeck. Skalbeck bumped off the puck again by Alt. Skalbeck on the backhand rolled it just wide. A busy shift for the Colorado College sophomore.
To go back to Rao, I don't know if I can say enough. And there's a hit back against him about that hit. It's been a quiet game. They get a lull. He knows he's got to do something. Throws a huge check on Skalbeck. The best part is he has no idea to keep that in mind. He thinks he's 6'2".
Rao off the post. Ambrose fires from the far side. And it caroms up and all the way down. Paranto back after it for Minnesota.
You said it, Anthony. You can feel the buzz. You can hear it. Just a little bit of energy back into this building. And Kyle Rao's the reason for it. I know they got an earful from their coaching staff, or at least I'm guessing. There's a tough penalty there.
Penalty coming against Minnesota. It's a 4-on-2 the other way. Patterson with a skate save. Rebound loose. And what a great play to sprawl and break it up by Paranto. Tigers are going to go on the power play, but they nearly had a goal in addition. But Paranto slid across to protect the Minnesota crease.
That's going to play physical. You're going to have to expect some penalties. You know, that was a hard-working hit, and here's Condon.
Condon short-handed for Minnesota. Condon's in alone, saved by Thorimbert. Hansen hustles after the puck, drops it to Howell. Howell to Hansen. Howell couldn't get much on it. Gensel tied him up. Schmidt plays down low. Great penalty kill for Minnesota. Howell is tied up, taken down by Boydman. 20 seconds in the power play, and finally a whistle. Howell and Hansen working hard, a man short for Minnesota.
Listen to that crowd. That is just fun to watch. That wouldn't have happened a couple years ago. Here's the replay at the end of it, but that's just part of the story here. Hansen again having a great game in front of the net. Howell as well. But you had Howell making the pass all the way back. Nate Schmidt shooting it all the way down. Smart play, eat the time, and then hustle by Hansen to get down there. And
Budish with a tip, but Thorimbert again there to make the save. Rao centers, Bukestad saved by Thorimbert. 10 seconds in the period. Rao walks out front for Minnesota. Thorimbert slams the door. Backhander by Hall hit traffic. And the Tigers come away with it as the horn sounds right to the final buzzer. Minnesota's top line generating chances, but Josh Thorimbert has been equal to every challenge tonight. Adam, Casey, go back to the goal.
Yeah, again, keep in mind right here, we got 22 CC and 4 right there. Helgeson, point, puck goes out to the point. Krushelnyski's got it. Now stop it right there. Here's where the separation is again. Watch just that little space right there. Watch how much bigger it gets as Dineen goes to the net. Now when Dineen gets the puck, keep rolling it. He takes the puck, quickly looks, stop right here. Here's where the space is going to be. Patterson's got to move this way, which is going to open up his legs there. Watch his head's up. He's coming right at the net. Patterson has to respect that he's going to go around him. Right there is all the room he needs.
Budish for Minnesota. Throws it cross ice for Rao. Rao hammered from behind. This one should be a major. As Bukestad jumps to his defense, these are the kind of calls that hockey must get right and the hits that must be eliminated. Rao clearly had his back to the play, right up against the wall, and he was railroaded by Skalbeck. The officials will confer. Shepard and Hunt, the referees tonight. Skalbeck, remember, was the man who was run over by Rao earlier in the game, but Casey, I'm not sure how much question there is here. The hit clearly comes from behind and is clearly up against the boards.
Yeah, and that's definitely and there's your major penalty, Anthony. That's Skalbeck getting back at Rao, and that's Rao agitating earlier in the game with the big hit on Skalbeck, and he was close to the boards, back to him. I think it was the 3 or 4 steps that Skalbeck took before he hit him. I don't know that Archie was going in with any vicious intent right when he got close, but it's too close to call right there. That's a dangerous play.
And as we talked last weekend, with all the light on hockey right now and all the attention being paid to eliminate these kind of dangerous hits, you can't put yourself in the spot where you even make it a question.
Yeah, and that's one that Kyle couldn't have really done anything to protect. Archie saw him the whole way, saw his number the entire way, and continued to get through him.
5-minute power play for Minnesota.
It's better for the power play as a whole.
Condon fanned on it, but Matson hustles after the loose puck, and we get a whistle as Thorimbert has lost his helmet.
Here's where you need the leadership with Taylor Matson, the only senior on the ice right now with underclassmen, is to take control, not be quick, as John Madden would say, but don't be in a hurry. Still some time left here. There's Seth Ambrose, as you can see, just gets under the face mask. But
Krushelnyski has it and clears, and the Tigers are 15 seconds away from killing a 5-minute shorthanded situation.
And really nothing happening. CC, great job in the penalty kill. They certainly outworked Minnesota on that 5 minutes, which is the disappointing part. Minnesota had a great opportunity there and got outworked.
Miller across to Budish. Tigers are back at full strength, and a golden opportunity escapes the Gophers. On the power play for 5 minutes, they manage only 4 shots on goal. Patterson to the bench with 90 seconds to go. Krushelnyski has his pocket picked by Bukestad. To Alt, long shot, tipped off front, saved by Thorimbert. Bukestad scores!
Nick Bukestad's going to get the credit with a huge goal. A great goal and his 20th goal of the season. But a lot of the credit. Watch 21 on your screen, lower left your screen. Just watch 21 the whole time. Where is he? In front of the net. In front of the net. Keeps battling away. Puck comes right out to Bukestad. Great goal. Great secondary area.
They will review the goal to make sure that Hansen did not interfere, but as you can see on that replay, this goal should stand. But look at how many little things Nick Bukestad did on that play. He won the faceoff. He then had the poke check. Here's another chance for Bukestad. Rao! Stopped by Thorimbert. Centers to Budish, who fanned on it. Tigers race back 3-on-2 at center. Helgeson has his man tied up, and Patterson gloves and holds with 40 seconds to go.
You know, the foot goes on the gas again. They feel the momentum here. They're trying to end this thing in regulation.
Draw controlled by the Tigers. Patterson save, rebound, score! And the Tigers are back in front by one with 36 seconds remaining.
Face-offs are so important, especially in your end. Under a minute to play in the game here. Minnesota's in disbelief right now that actually happened. All the players are staring up at the scoreboard. A lot of dejection, but here's the play right off the face-off. He goes through, comes right out to the point. Hall, who we mentioned earlier, he's had a heck of a game. Only a second goal of the season. Coach has a lot of confidence to get him out there. He just gets great body position. And that's what it's about in front of the net, is body position. He gets on the other side, puck comes right out to him. And Tim Hall is having a great game for Colorado College.
Rapuzzi and Civitarese assist on the goal. Hansen. Bukestad couldn't quite get to the puck. Again, Patterson is off for Minnesota. Loose puck winds up at the far wall. Hansen hustles after it for Minnesota with 15 seconds to go. Bukestad, Rao trying to dig it loose. Hansen battling to the corner, 6 seconds to go. Schmidt winds and fires, and it's blocked. Schmidt again, blocked again, and the Tigers win a wild finish at Mariucci Arena after the Gophers tied it with the goaltender pulled and the extra attacker on the ice. The Tigers have an answer in the game's final minute. Tom Hanneman, yet again, the Gophers will be faced with the challenge of trying to bounce back on Saturday.
Where are we going? Another Friday night failure for Minnesota.